I'm not done with this. I'm not done with this. I'm still going on about this because this was really disturbing to watch as a football player. But welcome back to the LeBron hater channel called Franchise Sports TV. Might be called the Matt Lafluer hater channel pretty soon. But I'm really disturbed about this. I really am. I'm really bothered by this. I avoided basically all football talk today. I didn't want to hear it. Matter of fact, I'll get to that later. I'm going to get ahead of myself right quick. But today, yesterday's game really disturbed me. And I'm starting to see other people out there with channels, lesser channels, let's say. When I mean lesser channels, I mean subscriber base wise. But I'm starting to see a lot of people calling for Matt LaFleur's job. And people act like this the minority. No, pretty soon it'll become the majority. And everybody's just trying to, it's just one bad game. No, this has been going on all this season. Outside of the first two games. Cleveland, it happened. Cowboys, it happened. Time management on LaFleur's part. Even Cincinnati, the games they won. Cincinnati, definitely Arizona game. The beginning of the Steelers game, the first half, and yesterday. It's been happening ever since. And everybody's just trying to poo-poo, give excuses for Matt LaFleur. It's either excuses for Matt LaFleur, or we're just going to blame Jordan Love. No. We ain't doing that. We ain't going to blame the black person here. We ain't playing that game. Because Matt LaFleur is supposed to be the head coach, the leader of the team. But he's not doing his job being the leader of the team. He's not. See, people seem to forget. And I'm glad other people are waking up to this. Or finally realizing this was going on. So people seem to forget that even when Aaron Rodgers was head coach, when Aaron Rodgers was on this team, Matt LaFleur was the head coach. Remember that? Yeah, Matt LaFleur was hired as head coach in 2018. Yeah. It was in 2019, one or two. Yeah, it was 2019. It had to be 2019. Because McPudding Pop got fired in 2018. He spent 2017, they didn't get to the playoffs. 2018, they get to the playoffs. And they had a revival in 2019. So that was Matt LaFleur's first season. So, yeah, since 2019, I'm not even going to count that playoff run because I just thought they was outmatched against the 49ers in the NFC Championship game that year. But no, the Tampa Bay year, the other 49ers year, the other 49ers year. I skipped 2022 because they ain't getting anywhere. That was just a wash season in itself. That was a transition season, really. The beginning of the transition out of the old into the new. But the 2023 playoffs with the 49ers, I am not counting last year because I thought they was outmatched last year. They just had too many injuries. And the Eagles was just playing, I can't even see the Eagles were playing out of the world. It was a 12-point game. But this is on Matt LaFleur, and this has been going, like I said, been going on ever since he became head coach. The bad play calling, the missed time management. This has been going on before Jordan Love came along. People forget that Aaron Rodgers, he's kind of good. And this has been going on with Mike McCarthy too. This was going on. Both of these coaches have too much soft play calling, conservative play calling to do anything. And like I said in the video earlier, until Matt LaFleur is no longer coach, they get somebody else in there, the Packers are never going to win anything. Never. Ever going to win anything. Because I feel like if you just keep stacking, you keep stacking until you get some more defensive players in there, another big-time wide receiver, it's going to be more of the same. The run game. Why are we running when we don't need to run? Why are we calling plays for East and West? Wide receiver screens? Why are we doing that? Making Josh Jacobs one East and West. It don't make any sense. That's stupid ass play calling. You know what's the biggest thing that a lot of people have been calling out about Matt Lafluer outside of the play calling? Leadership. It's one. And he does not know how to get these guys riled up. And when I mean get riled up, he don't know how to get these guys motivated. The game against the Browns and yesterday against the Panthers was a big example of not being motivated. See, Packers, shoot, I think every football team needs this. But one thing the Packers need when it comes to their head coach is someone like a Dan Campbell. I joked today with a Lions fan, said, can we make a trade for Dan Campbell? Because Dan Campbell knows how to motivate his players. Make them run through walls for him. I'm sitting here wanting to play for Dan Campbell. Listen to him talk. I haven't played football in 20 years. Last time I played was high school. Focused more on basketball later on in high school. But damn, when I hear Dan Campbell talk, I want to go play for him. Let me get the pass on, Coach. Coach Campbell. Let me run a route or something. I play defense. But it's just like, that's what they need. And I'm sure if the Packers had someone like Dan Campbell that can motivate them, I bet you the Packers will be, even when the Aaron Rodgers years, last few years, I bet they already won the Super Bowl. But Matt Lafluer is not that type of coach. Some might say he tries to be friendly too much to these players. He's not having these guys disciplined. They had, I don't know how many penalties yesterday. At least 10 penalties within like the first half alone. Seemed like a lot. I don't know how many it was, to be exact. That's coaching. You're not doing something in practice to get these guys to stop committing all these damn penalties, which is killing their drives and killing defensive drives as well. This is on both sides of the ball, defensive and offensive. Someone should have gotten the freaking Michael Parsons' head already to tell him, stop lining up in the neutral zone. Somebody should have told the offensive line, stop moving. Okay? Now, defensive pass interference, that's another thing. That's different. But stupid mistakes like that, offsides, neutral zone infraction, all kinds of dumb stuff like that, that has to go. You cannot win like that when you create your own mistakes. It's not so much Panthers beat them. They beat their own selves yesterday. They beat their own selves against Cleveland. They're the reason why they tied to the Cowboys. But that's also, like I said, a coaching problem. He's not rallying these guys in to tell them to stop making these stupid ass mistakes. That's costing them drives. I don't know how many times yesterday they cost so many offensive drives in the red zone because of stupid stuff like penalties. You gonna blame that on Jordan Love? Huh? Huh? It's funny. It's funny how some quarterbacks can get away with certain things and some can't. But I ain't gonna go down that road. I already mentioned it already. I'm not going down that road anymore when it comes to that. Jordan Love only got 3 picks this season. Everybody freaking cutting up already. Ready to crash out. It's like he can't throw any picks at all. And half of them, and his 3 interceptions this year haven't really cost him games. Like the one against Cleveland? Nah. that didn't really cost anything. That was called back, right? Right. I was not called back. Not called back. I'm thinking of the Lions one. No, he came back down and drove down the field, and then he ended up getting the field goal block against Cleveland. That's what happened. I'm getting my games mixed up. The one yesterday, yeah, I wish he wouldn't have thrown it, but it wasn't a crucial game. The one against Cincinnati, the only one he threw that they actually won, it wasn't crucial. That was in the first quarter, and they was pretty much up that whole entire game. So Jordan Love ain't the reason why the offense ain't clicking, because wasn't it just last week against the Steelers, everybody was praising him? But like I said, some people hold to a different standard than others. And now you got this whole narrative that he's a turnover machine. And he got 3 interceptions this year. And I think last year he had 11. And the year before that, he had 11. Now, the 49ers won in the playoffs. He wouldn't be in that position if Matt Lafluer knew how to call the right plays when he needs to. Because I do recall, I don't know if it was the first quarter or second quarter, he tried to go for it on the 49ers' staunch defensive line instead of kicking the field goal. If he would have kicked the field goal, they probably would have tied that game at least. Now, if the kicker was like a Mason Crosby, they would have won that game against the 49ers. Because I do remember Anders Carlson missing a field goal earlier in that game. And Jordan Love wouldn't have to be in that position. But Jordan Love, at that point in time, yes, he needed to make a better decision. Because I remember there was a man open on his left far out. But most of that game was due to coaching, terrible coaching. Matt LaFleur trying to go for it instead of just kicking a damn field goal. Oh, like he did yesterday on a 4th and 8. Is that a cat she walked through the grocery store with? See everything new every day, huh? But anyways, I don't know if I can watch this team until Matt LaFleur is gone. I can't do it. And if they do somehow end up winning the Super Bowl this year, it won't be because of him. Shoot, if Aaron Rodgers was still, when Aaron Rodgers was still on this team, they wouldn't have won. If they did win the Super Bowl, it would be because of Matt LaFleur, because of Aaron Rodgers. This team is too talented on both sides of the ball just to be floundering like this. Yeah, it's one game. But now you got the Eagles next, who just apparently got Jair Alexander out of nowhere. I don't know if A.J. Brown is playing. I thought he was hurt. But still, you can't stop Rico Dabo. Not to make light of what he did yesterday, but if you can't stop him, how the hell you gonna stop Saquon Barkley? How you gonna stop Saquon Barkley, huh? Saquon. Why do they call him Saquon? I forgot who said that. Saquon Barkley. But how you gonna stop Barkley if you can't stop Rico Dabo? 2 different tiers of running backs right there. Frustrating, man. It's really frustrating watching this team sometimes. Because it's simple stuff sometimes. They probably could have won that game if I forgot his damn name. The kicker's name. He would have made 1 field goal. Well, he did make a field goal. He made both of the field goals. Well, he missed a field goal, but also some of that was due to the wind blowing. But still, if he's still hurt, why not put the other guy you got in there off the street? If he would have put him in there, they probably would have won that game, because that would have been 19 to. They scored they would have got the touchdown, got the 2 field goals. They would have been up 19-13. And they would have kicked the field goal instead of going for it. Stupid stuff like that, man. But anyways, I'm done ranting. That one really bothered me. My dad keeps talking about, the Cleveland one, but no, this one bothered me. Because Cleveland actually got a good defense. And Joe Flacco, say what you want about Joe Flacco, but he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, MVP. In the last few weeks, just yesterday, he just threw for 440 yards. Was it 300 or 400? I forgot what it was. A career high in yards. And for the last few weeks, he's been balling. So I'm not too mad about the Cleveland. Yes, they should have won that one. But this one, nah. The way this one went down, nah. Yes, they lost Tucker Kraft to ACL injury. But you know what? It happens. The season ain't gonna end. The season ain't over because of Tucker Kraft's ACL injury. The season gonna be over soon once the playoffs come around because of freaking Matt Lafluer. And everybody's trying to sit here and give all him excuses and act like, oh, everybody who say that don't know what they're talking about. Well, I've been watching this team since 2018. Well, Matt Lafleur, and I'm still seeing the same. I'm still seeing the same thing. Adios, everyone.